What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Austin Chapline, joined here again with Juan Castro. And today we're going to be showing you guys 4 plugins that we like to use to manipulate audio.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Alright, so the first plugin we're going to show you guys is a little thing called Guitar Rig, made by Native Instruments. So as the name implies, Guitar Rig is just a bunch of rig setups. They have amps, reverb, delay, chorus effects, pitch pedals, anything you could think of for a guitar. So I use this plugin on everything, whether it be drums, vocals especially, sample loops, things I've composed myself, everything. So to kick things off, we're going to start with this loop that we found. Very trappy, very sinister. And let's see what we can do with Guitar Rig presets. As you can see, the list of presets is pretty crazy. Going all the way in the 200s. Boom. Let's just get right into it. Here we can go to effects, go to abstract, spooky grins, and we'll turn this reverse grain off real quick. So here's some other ones. Slowed it down so much. That's crazy. That sounds kind of cool. And as you can see, the sub list is pretty long. Just go to colored. Yeah. Reverb and delay. As you guys can see and hear, there's a lot of different ways you can manipulate sound in Guitar Rig.
So the second plugin that we're going to show you guys today to manipulate audio is called HALFTINE from Cable Guys. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it before. It runs about somewhere between $12 to $17. I'll include a link in the description for it. And very quickly you can just experiment with a lot of ideas. So I love to use this plugin all the time. Everybody uses it for the classic halftime effect, but because there's so many different parameters on it, you can very quickly come up with different ideas. So I'll play you guys the basic loop that we're starting with, and then I'll just quickly use some of the parameters on it and give you some features of it and show you guys how it manipulates the audio very quickly. So here's the loop we're starting with. Very generic trap loop, but very quickly we can change this. So I'm going to throw halftime on real quick. There's your classic halftime effect. Just set it on half in the 2-time mode. So I'm going to switch this. Slow it down. And then I'm going to speed up the audio. So it sounds pretty cool, but it's a little subby, so I'm gonna pitch it up a little bit. And then you can also use this band feature here, take out some of that. just desired taste. And very quickly we have something cool. It sounds a lot different from what we started with and has a very different bounce to it. And then you can throw other effects on it like a guitar rig, and that could sound like something completely different. So I'll play you the original one more time so you can see kind of where we started. And then here is the new idea we created without the effects on them. Sounds really weird, but then we threw a guitar rig on it and halftime, and this is what it sounds like. So this is a cool way to take some loops that maybe, like this one was a splice loop that, yeah, if you use that original loop, other producers might have used that loop before, but if you throw halftime on it and you start speeding it up while listening to it on some of the different modes, the 1-bar mode, the 2 times, the 4-time mode, you can really create something completely different out of it. So this is a plugin that we both would recommend to anybody that's trying to manipulate some sounds that they have that might have been heard before. So the third plugin we're going to show you guys today for audio manipulation is called Little ALTERBOY. It's created by a company called Sound Toys, and I'll include the link in the description for it. And I use this on vocals all the time to manipulate them, change it to where it sounds like a completely different person, whether I want someone to try to sound like it's a little kid talking, or sound like change a boy to a girl or a girl to a boy or vice versa, or to some evil distorted voice. So I use this all the time. And it's got a pitch knob, a format knob. You can link the two as well, which creates just more drastic of a shift. And then there's the drive and mix knob. I almost never use these, at least in my experience. These sound kind of crazy, but you can experiment with using them if you want. And so I'll play you a snippet of the song that I'm going to demonstrate Little ALTERBOY on. So here's a little snippet of it.
Smoking that stable freedom, exhaling, barely breathe on, hoping not to lose control, deep inside my soul.
So as you can hear, that's Juan singing. And
You can't hear that.
And I'll show you guys just all the different features and sounds you can quickly make just with the voice on this. So I'll solo Juan's vocal now and play his vocal and just start messing around with some of the parameters.
Stable freedom, exhaling, barely breathe on, hoping not to lose control.
Sounds pretty wild. Try something a little higher now.
Smoking that stable freedom, exhaling, barely breathe on, hoping not to lose control, deep inside my soul, riding around trying to be free, looking around for the key.
As you can see, it quickly manipulates someone's voice to sound like a completely different person. And I'll play you guys a couple more different versions just to hear all the different crazy features it does.
Looking around for the key.
It's just crazy all the things you can do with someone's voice. You can get so creative with this plugin. Highly recommend this one. There's also distortion on here, so I'll show you guys that.
Looking around for the key.
That's another reason why it's cool to use this on vocals, because if you're trying to get some crazy background vocals that are distorted, you can blend it in with this mix knob and distort it.
Looking around for the key.
You can just go absolutely crazy with this plugin. So highly recommend this one. Use it all the time. I haven't used it too much on anything other than vocals, but I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know in the comments what are the things that you've used Little ALTERBOY on. So the last plugin we're going to show you guys today to manipulate audio is AUPITCH. It's actually a GarageBand plugin, but if you use GarageBand, Logic, if you're an Apple user, you'll have access to this plugin. So I like to use this plugin for quickly coming up with just ideas for key and everything because I'm not the greatest piano player. So if you notice, I have AUPITCH on right now. Without it, if I just play a C. Now, piano players are probably gasping at this, but I love to use this to just play any idea I want. Sometimes I'll just pull this up and just start. Just keep playing it until I hit something, until I find something that I like. So on this beat that I use here, I used AUPITCH to come up with this idea. And then with. So as opposed to me going in the DAW and just kind of having to manually shift all these elements under this loop up, I can quickly just play with the idea I want. So I love to use this plugin to experiment with different ideas quickly. And then if I don't like some of the stretching, weird artifacts that this plugin is adding, which most of the time I do because it just adds a weird digital texture to it, I would go through and manually pitch these up to what they need to be. But most of the time I end up keeping this on there because I just like how it sounds. So I would highly recommend this plugin to anyone that has access to GarageBand who's on a Mac. And if you're a Windows user, I'd recommend finding some plugin that jumps in between the cents, or in between the semitones, excuse me, so that you can kind of find keys that are just weird, just find tuning for your songs that are weird. I just love using this, and I love the artifacts that it adds to my beats.
Thank you guys for watching. We included links in the description for all the plugins we used in this video.
And if you haven't yet, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And if you're a producer, be sure to download my free loop pack. The link is in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.